All right. Think we should be live now. All right, I can hear myself. Welcome everyone to MRC Round number 6. We are here at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, formerly known just as USA, but now there's going to be 3 races. I don't think it's fair just to call it USA. Just at the start of qualifying right now. I don't think anyone's really put a lap in yet. But this should be an interesting one. If you're here live, welcome. If you're here watching this after, I hope your race was good. If it wasn't, sorry. Hopefully I'll catch whatever happened on stream. I am a little sick, so I apologize if my voice is a little nasally or whatever. Yeah, here we are. Let me pull this up here. All right. On board with Drank right now, going through the S's. Tricky part, he seems to have that dialed down pretty good. I do have the list of previous winners here. Let's take a gander. So, Chola won here. Sorry, D. Austin won here last. Cholo the time before that, then Vols, then 2 in a row for King. 1 for Drank, 1 for Cholo. Then we had 3 times in a row for Adarga, then Cage and Cholo. So, Cholo's won here twice, King's won here twice, Drank's won here once, Austin won here once. Pretty evenly spread out, so. I mean, we got Austin here, we got Cholo, we got King, and we got Drank. It's because of all won here before. Let's see if they can do it again, or someone new. CJ not having too great luck last race. Not entirely sure what happened, but he didn't end up finishing that race. Nate is also quick. Only 14 people. I am now just realizing 6 people are not here. So we only got 1 McLaren, so that's Rush. We only got 1 Haas. Who's the other Haas? Hold up. Haas Tip is not here. Looks like only 1 Alpha. Romeo, that is. That's Shank is not here. Oh, Cholo is not here. That's someone who's won here twice. So Cholo, Rush, Shank. Who else? Aston Martin, both Aston Martins, yeah. Brody and Puddle. That's 5. Who's the other one? We got both Ferraris, yeah. We got both Mercedes, both Red Bulls, both Ferraris. Both Williams. Not both. Clarence, not both Haas, right on AlphaTauri. Just one of those Ferrari. You got both Ferraris. Neither Aston Martin's. Alpine. Yeah, you got both Alpine and Alfa Romeo. Oh wait, my math is not mathing. Shank is not there. Brody Puddle, that's 3. Cholo's not there, that's 4. Tip is not there, that's 5. Oh, and Rush, that's 6. Okay. Makes sense. Wow, a lot of guys missing this race. This is definitely the lowest turnout so far. But hopefully still a good race. Alright, so early laps in, we got D. Austin up top. 33.9, Drank in second, King in third with a 34.1. Looks like Austin and Drank and CJ for that matter might all be on laps right now. CJ definitely not on a lap. King not on a lap. Austin looks like he could be, although he's coming up on traffic right now and he backs off. Nate in the pits. He's used some DRS. This looks like a flyer right now. Maybe not. Alright, it's not. Nasty's coming out right now. So no one on laps. Well, D. Austin would be another repeat winner. In fact, no, King won last race. D. Austin's won one, right? I can't remember. Wait, I have the fucking list in front of me. D. Austin. Mercedes does have one win. D. Austin does have one win. I can't remember where he won. Was it Mexico? I think it might have been Mexico. Anyway, D. Austin right now is actually sitting second in the championship. Definitely a contender right there. Nate sitting in third with King is up top right now. He's the only driver with 2 wins so far this season. He's 12 points up on D. Austin. Nate is 9 points down in third. We got Tip 11 points down in fourth. CJ 4 points off of Tip. Now CJ's had at least one DNF, if not more. I can't exactly remember. CJ's definitely one to look out for. Very fast. If he can put the race together. Definitely a contender right there. Drake sitting in 7th, 28 points. Now, I don't have the points from last season, but I know he didn't do too hot. He might already be beating last season's points. Izzy sitting in 8th. Sorry, I forgot to mention Theo, our rookie, in 6th. Very good for Theo. 29 points, best of finish of 6th. Yeah, Drank in 7th. Izzy in 8th, 24 points. Shank in 9th with 19, and Nasty in 10th with 19. Those two are tied. Shank with the best of 3rd, so that's why he's in 9th, I'm assuming. We got Brody in 11th with 18 points. Rush in 12th with 18 points. Troll in 13th with 16 points. Fetz, another rookie, in 14th with 10 points. Harry Johnson in 15th, also another rookie, with 6 points. Duck in 16th with 6 points. Puddle, another rookie, in 17th with 4 points. Guitar in 18th with 3 points. And Slammed and Mike 19th and 20th with no points. Both best finishing of 11th, so I'm assuming that's going by their second best finish. Get through there with Slammed in 19th and Mikey in 20th. Alright. CJ appears to be on a lap. Getting through the S's. Looks pretty clean. Coming down to the hairpin. Looks like he has a Ferrari in front of him. Sun is brutal on this track. CJ trying to get any... Oh, a Ferrari. Ah, there he goes. I don't think... Oh, CJ getting loose. That's going to be the end of that lap. King just starting one. Let's go on board with King for a minute. Current championship leader in that Red Bull, as the championship leader should be. It's the proper order of things. He's Coming around, he has a Mercedes. It's not the place you want to have to deal with traffic. It's such a fine line that you have to take through this section that if you're going off a little bit, you're losing a huge amount of time. Kept it pretty clean through there. Ooh, getting close on the exit there, but I think that was good enough to keep the lap valid. Let's pull up the track map right here. Also, pull up the lap data. Hugging that right side. Staying off the curb. That looked very clean right there. Purple. Middle sector. There's no numbers there. I can't remember. I think there's 3 or 4 sectors. Right here, these cars have a tendency to get loose. King's car just seems to be glued right now. Final corner. That's looking plenty nice. Across the line. 33.8. Oh, but I missed Nate's 33.7. Very clean lap for both of them. But Nate coming out on top. Austin's still up there with that 33.9. He set the first time out. It looks like he has invalidated. Trank in the pits right now. CJ coming out again. Put some maybe fresh tires on there. Ooh. Invalidated. Hopefully, it shouldn't be this and next. Sometimes this game is dumb and does that. Oh. Folks, it's beer time. Thursday night, watching some virtual cars going around a virtual track. Cold beer. What's better? Cheers. Alright. Oh. CJ coming around to start his lap. Now he did go off track limits there. I hope that wasn't this and next. Doesn't look like he's starting the lap. Here he comes. Missed the apex by a little bit there, but I don't think too much time is lost with that. Still very clean. Most important is a good exit. Clean through the S's. Hard to tell how much speed is carried through there, but ooh, little wide. That's definitely not ideal. Almost. Oh, and he does. That's invalidated. CJ having a rough go with it. This part in qualifying, we do have a yellow on the track. There's a Ferrari stopped. Oh, it's Izzy. He's out. I didn't notice that. Well, unfortunate for Izzy. CJ's trying to get out of the way. Or get back quick. Oh, maybe he's trying to beat the time. I don't know how much time was gained cutting the track right there. Oh, he's coming into the pits. I don't know if he's going to have enough time. Mechanics take their sweet time with taking the car into the garage when you're in qualifying. I don't know why. 2-second pit stop, but 10 minutes to fucking put the car in the garage. Like, I don't know. You think they'd be paid enough, but they obviously don't care. We got Drank, Austin, King, Nate. Appears to be on a lap. Let's take a look at here. Clean through the S's. He does have pole right now, but that gap is not much. If King can find a little bit extra, put him on top. Just say he's getting out of the way. I say King, but it could be Austin, it could be Drank. CJ could put another lap in. Really anyone. But there's a good chance for points here, since there's only 14 people in this race. Man, you can't see shit on this backstretch. This game is so bad. It's not like it's any different in any other session. You go to qualifying, it's always, you're just blinded on the backstretch. Like, for what reason? Like, this game is not realistic. Why do you have to add fucking, like, sun glare? A little loose there for Nate. I don't know. Around the curb, I don't think this is going to be the lap that he wants. Two tenths up. Sorry for scrolling through. I'm just trying to see what order we got here. So I think King, out of that top group, will be crossing the line ahead of Austin and Drank. Clock is over. This will be the last lap for all these guys. CJ Dunn starting 5th. Duck in 6th. That's a great start for him. I didn't see any purple sectors here for King. Let's see what it is at the line. It's definitely... Oh, it is! 33.5. Pole for King. Let's see if Austin has anything to say about that. $33.7. Sees where he is, and validated for Drank. CJ done. That's everyone. Alright, well that sets qualifying then. You can see on the screen. I'll go over it when the actual graphic pops up. But our current championship leader still up top. Making a little wet and wild there at the line. Alright, well we have 5-6-2 King up top once again on that pole position. Nate in 2nd. Austin, good qualifying session, starting 3rd. Drank in 4th. CJ in 5th. Couldn't quite get a full lap together there. Duck in 6th. Fetz in 7th. Izzy, DNF in qualifying, still starting 8th. Not too bad. Guitar in 9th. Nasty in 10th. Theo in 11th. Slammed in 12th. Mikey in 13th. And Harry Johnson in 14th. So only 4 drivers are not going to get points this race. And there's a good chance that some might crash out. So hopefully will be an exciting one. And yeah. Upsetters, I would say Theo's down quite a bit. I mean, he's sitting, 6th in the championship overall, starting 11th. So he's going to be looking to make a couple positions, try to get into those points there. And same goes for Harry Johnson, both rookies. Harry Johnson is sitting 15th right now. He'll definitely be interested in getting some points. He's starting from the back right now. Predictions. You know, I think Nate might like this one. I think Nate might like this track, might like this race. He's starting second, still a good place. I know King has that pole. King's very fast, but I'm going to put my money on Nate. We'll see what happens there. First DNF. You know, I'm just picking from people in my head, and for some reason, Slammed spoke out to me. Not entirely sure why, but so those are my picks. Winner, Nate, DNF, Slammed, and I'm going to say driver of the day according to the game's definition of driver of the day, or, sorry, this league's definition of driver of the day, Harry Johnson. Or actually, Theo. Theo's very consistent. I think I'm going to go for Theo. Alright, but here we are. This is the formation lap. Now, last time a couple guys got loose on the formation lap. Not entirely sure why. Let's see if it happens here. Let's go on board with this Ferrari boring red car. Oh, sorry. Man, you know, people give shit for Red Bull always looking the same. Man, Ferrari's been the same color for 70 years. You know, make it pink or something. Do something different. Innovate. I don't know. Oh yeah, let's talk about tires. That's something that's important. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, almost everyone with the mediums drank with the hards. Izzy with the hards. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the tire wear looks like at this track in these conditions, but putting the mediums on, it's telling me that the hards maybe aren't quite worth it. Those mediums might go a long way. Or, although I think rain is incredibly unlikely here, could indicate some rain. I have no idea. Looks like everyone's coming around. Put some heat in those tires. Let's start. I'm going to start with CJ. I'm going to go the in-car camera. I'm going to hide everything here. Oh, drank disqualified. He's going to be starting a couple meters back. CJ. Making sure he has a closest possible start there. Looking good. Slam disqualified, Mike disqualified. That's not really disqualified, that's just they messed up the starting position. So they're put back a couple meters. Alright. 2, 3. Lights out, and here we go, as the real commentators would say. Oh, good start from Duck there. Putting up the inside, that can be dangerous. CJ going around the outside, little contact with the Ferrari. They keep it together. And I think out ahead stays King. Nate in second. CJ not the greatest start there, but he held that position. Lost, I think, 1 to Duck. Let's get back this UI here. And Izzy coming from 8th. Oh no, Duck! Oh no. That's tough. He's still in it. Broken wing slammed as well. Far behind. Alright, let's look at these gaps. D. Austin on the heels. CJ might be making a move here. He is. Inside of Izzy. Makes the apex. He does. Takes that position back. Now Izzy is on the hard, so CJ definitely has the tire advantage in that battle right now. Izzy's going to be looking to just hold those tires, hold that position. He had a great start there. 8th up to 4th, down to 5th, and that's, you know, nothing to worry about. Everyone else in front of him has tires that are not going to last as long. If he can keep that pace, he's in a good position. Little battle back there between Theo and Harry Johnson. Looks like maybe a little pass in the last corner. Ooh, Harry Johnson mixing it up in the S's. Held it together though. Most definitely a warning at least. But he kept that position. Mud is now in the pits. It's a tough start from Mud. He had a great launch there. Alright, Nate on the heels of King. King's going to take the inside. Nate a little deep. So is King. They keep it clean. King is holding that position. Harry Johnson right behind Theo right now. Quite a lot of moves can be made there. Let's check back with the leaders on the main straight. Oh, Nate getting a little loose. Austin also not quite the best of getaways. King extending that gap right there. That's going to be good for him. DRS is enabled. Nate's still in that 1 second gap. So is Austin. CJ 1.7 back, though. He's not going to have DRS. If this group can work together, they can push ahead of the pack behind them. However, I suspect some battling might ensue. Austin on the tail of Nate right now. That might have been track limits there. I can't tell. This is certainly a track that you can accumulate those warnings that eventually turn themselves into penalties. Everyone a little spread out right now. Oh, never mind. As I say that, Drank. Fuck. Up the inside of Izzy. Drank is also on those hards. In terms of tire strategy, those are the only two, and they are battling right now, and Drank just got ahead of Izzy. Still CJ. Oh, CJ! Is that lag? That looked really strange to me. It might have been a combination of him just getting loose and a bit of lag. I'm not sure if he hit the wall, but he was definitely struggling that first stint. He fell about almost 3 seconds behind that group. I wonder, maybe he did have contact with Izzy at the start there. May have gotten some side pod damage. I'm not sure. He didn't come into the pits there, so hopefully that wing is okay. But he's certainly falling back. This is not the race CJ would have anticipated. CJ down to 10th now. I hope he doesn't just give up. You never know what happens in races. I hate people who do that. You know, you can have a tough race, fair, but even if you're last, just push on. Who cares? We're all just racing for fun. So if he does have damage, you know, think of it as adversary. Just push through it. Alright, Nate right behind King once again. I think King might be running a bit higher downforce than Nate. Watching him in quali, that car just seemed glued to the track, where, you know, in some instances I would be a bit hesitant. And he does seem to be able to build a bit of a gap in the S's. but loses it a bit on the straights, so we'll see if that works out for him. If that is the case, I could just be making up shit. I don't know. And you wouldn't know. I could just lie to you at any point. You would just say, okay. Or you'd call me out and I just wouldn't care. I have the power of God. I can say anything. Holy shit. Anyway, back to the racing. Nate right behind King. Through the S's. Oh, VSC. Oh, I didn't notice that. Harry Johnson out. That was way back. He must have been there for a while. I was too preoccupied by the existential thoughts. I didn't realize Harry Johnson crashed. Unfortunate. Well, if this is... It looks like a full safety car. Safety car is out, so that's going to allow Mud to catch back up. And Drank to catch back up to the back of Austin. We are 5 laps in. I don't know this the tire situation. I don't think anybody would be pitting at this moment. But again, I don't know. Maybe even if the tire wear was low, they could think this is an opportunity to switch onto the hards now, get the tire switch out of the way and take them to the end. If they could do that, I don't know. If they are super worn out, maybe they'll put another medium on. And there are some tire takers top 3, and that's gonna put Drank out in the lead. So they are putting... King put hards on, Nate mediums, and Austin mediums. So King, try not to make the same mistake he made in Mexico, I think, getting that tire switch out of the way. Again, I really don't know how these tires are lasting. Maybe he's thinking of a medium-hard, medium strategy, or medium-hard, soft. I don't know. But Nate and Austin both went medium, so they at least have another pit in them. But that is going to put Drank on the lead with Izzy in second. Now Drank has won here, I believe, one time back in MRC 7. I think that was the first year I started. So this is MRC 13. So 6 seasons ago he won here. Maybe he's looking to make it again. Drank is sitting 7th in the championship. Not too bad, 28 points. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. He is quite a bit adrift of the top guys. King has 82 points. And Drank in 7th has 28. But this is only round 6 out of, I think, like 23 or something. So, a long ways to go. And anything can really happen in these championships. You can have a good start, bad finish. It's all about consistency and just winning. You just gotta win. You know, it's a strange concept, but to win the championship, you gotta win races. So that's how I always approach each race. You know, who cares about the points? Each race you go in thinking, gotta get the most out of this. So I'm sure that's what King is thinking. I'm sure that's what everyone's thinking. Looks like we're having another lap of safety car. And what did I say? What did I say at the beginning here? Driver of the day in terms of position gains. Theo up to 3rd podium position. Now he is on those 6-lap old mediums. Now that doesn't sound like too much to me in my head. 6-lap-old mediums, those essentially fucking fresh mediums. But I don't know. Maybe that's worn, for this track. But he started, I think, 11th, if I believe, up to 3rd. In fact, let's look at the movers right now. Detail, position change. Izzy up 6, Theo up 8, Mikey up 6. Mikey's up into the points, up into 7th. Holy shit, good for you, Mikey. Drank up 3 right now. Nasty up 2, Slammed up 1. Everyone else down except, you have to incorporate that some pitted, some did not. So this doesn't necessarily reflect the overall strategy position gains. But Theo, 11th to 3rd. Good on him. And Mikey from, I think, 13th to 7th. In terms of my, well, obviously my first DNF was not correct. It was Harry Johnson. And I do apologize, Slammed. I don't mean that in any way that, for every race that I do this, that I make this prediction, it's just simply a name in my head that I can picture crashing. At some point, everyone crashes. And it's most points just luck. So, hopefully no hard feelings there, Slammed. Except, I would say, Drank, you're sitting first right now, but you've crashed a hell of a lot, man. You're doing better this season, but... I was thinking of saying your name, but I was like, that's just too much. Like, Drank's a win or die kind of attitude. And that's good, That's what you need in racing, but... doesn't always work out for the overall points finishing championship. It just reminded me of Ricky Bobby and that jack-off team owner. I can't remember his name. The wife that just like the vibrations. Oh, and here we go. Okay, race is starting. Not a great start from King. A little bit behind. Hide that right there. Theo close to the back of Izzy. D. Austin close to the back of Nate. Going through the S's. Theo getting a little loose there on those 6-lap-old mediums. Probably like 8 now after the safety car. But he holds it. Little position change there, I think. Oh yeah, Austin on the side of Nate. Nate getting a good run, maybe using some ERS. He is. Nate, a huge run. Holy shit. That's a fucking send. He keeps it clean, but he loses both positions again, so nothing gained there. Austin, good exit there now, putting pressure on King in front of him. Austin getting a little loose. Austin making a move. Inside of King. And it looks like he gets that position. Austin on those fresh mediums. King on the fresh hards. Austin definitely with a bit of a traction advantage right there. Nate also putting that pressure with the fresh mediums. So these guys are on different strategies. Again, I don't know if King could possibly go to the end with those hards. If I were to guess, he probably can't, but maybe he's looking to put softs on at the end instead of these guys having to put hards on at the end. Hards on. Tell you, I got a hard on for this race. Theo going massively defensive. Little teammate battle here, but doesn't look like too much of a battle. I don't know if that was a purposeful let through or just going a little bit wide and Austin taking advantage. Theo looks as though he's coming back and maybe looking to put up the inside. He takes a better think of it and decides not to. Austin back up into third. And we have a couple different strategies going on here. We got Izzy and Drank out front, starting from the hards, still on the hards. We got Austin, Nate, and I'm sure a bunch of others, but I can't remember, with the medium strategy, and King, and I'm sure someone else as well, on the medium hard strategy. So there's going to be differentiating pit stops going on here. And so we're just going to have to wait till the end to see how this all shapes out. Mikey and Nasty. Oh, who is that? Mikey in the pits. Oh no. Hopefully that was scheduled. Even though if it was scheduled, you probably should have done that under safety car. No wing, just putting the hards on. Alright, well, Mikey pitting. Putting those hards on. Filter back out to 12th. CJ up to 9th now. Austin now putting pressure all the way up to Izzy. These guys with those old hards might be struggling by now. Austin might have an easy pass here. He has the ERS. Almost no ERS. Using DRS though as well. Easy pass there. King, I gotta be honest, I'll be a little worried if I was King. He's looking at that pace advantage that Austin has right now. Austin certainly had the pace in qualifying as well. He put that 39 down at the very start. Oh, our leader spins it. Ghosts him. And that's tough. Fuck, let me catch him. That really sucks, man. He filters back out. Those tires gotta be cooked by now. I have to imagine if you know, Mike pitting just after the safety car to get off those mediums, tire wear has to be pretty high. Spinning on those old hards can't be good for him. And D. Austin is out in the lead now. Clean air in front of him, fresh mediums. This is looking like D. Austin's race right now. King has certainly got some work to do, and Nate for that battle as well. However, we'll see at the end here how this all shapes out. Those old hards, at least after that restart, didn't seem to hold out for too long. Austin was able to put pressure on pretty quick, cutting up through the field. Oh, and Drank retired. That's a shame. Duck with a 3-second penalty. King is looking. He needs to get past Theo. Theo with the DRS though. Must have just been inside the 1 second range there at the DRS detection zone. Fetz with a 3-second right now. There's Fetz, he's down in 10th. Still in that points position. So 2 drivers out right now means only 2 drivers are not going to get points. This is a great chance for a lot of these drivers to get a good points haul. Because a lot of those guys that aren't here are regular, at least midfield, upper midfield, to top. Cholo, Brody. Oh, there we go. A little dive on the inside, King, trying to find the position. He was nice about it. He left that room. Still on the outside. These guys are keeping it nice and clean. Theo having to take the wide, maybe looking for a little switcheroo. Can't quite make it. Theo and those old mediums still putting up a fight, though. That's great to see. Nate putting in the fastest lap right now. Nate, I didn't see that. Nate got by Izzy. Nate is 3.5 seconds behind DeAustin now, though. That's a big gap. Theo is still going strong on those old mediums. And we are approaching, next lap will be halfway through this race. On the mediums, King might be able to extend those hards out to the end of this race. I'm not sure. But it's a big pit gap. If he can take one less pit than these two out front, I could put him in a position to maybe win this race. But if he does have to pit now, even if he's putting those softs on, it's not looking like it's going to be an easy one to get. CJ also with a penalty now on the back of Theo. That's making a move on Mud Duck. Pushing up the inside. Giving Duck room. That's going to give Duck a bit of a better exit right there. You guys are all going to have DRS. Duck able to take that position back. And we got another little teammate battle here. Guitar trying to get past Nasty. Ooh-wee. Oh no. Nasty holding up Guitar is going to allow Duck to get on through. Guitar now having to battle. He's a losing gain. He's on the outside. Duck's probably going to take that position. Maybe Guitar's looking for a little switcheroo. Not quite happening. That's not exactly what you need, guys. You guys got to work together. Duck is on those mediums. To be quite a bit faster. And also, in that meantime, CJ has gotten past Theo. Theo has to be looking to pit. You gotta get off these tires, son. Maybe you're hoping for a safety car. But you're over halfway through this race. So unless you're looking at going medium soft, you might be hurting yourself if you're trying to extend these to a safety car. That could possibly not happen. And here he comes. Looks like he's putting on the hards. He's gonna filter back out in 10th, it looks like. So Theo can easily go to the end of this race with these tires, but that can't be said for most of the field. So we'll see. We'll see how this ends up at the end. But for now, Theo is still looking at a 8 points finish where he is right now. Next closest battle, we got Guitar 6/10 behind Duck and CJ 4/10 behind King. Now this is a battle, actually. King, this race seems to just be a little out of reach at this point. Struggling a bit more on these hards. And the two of the three guys in front of him are battling him for the championship. The Austin's in second, only 12 points down. If this finishes... Oh, Izzy coming in. It's Nate coming in. Now that's a bit of a surprise. I didn't think Nate's gonna put the hards on now. Oh, what was that? Well, okay. I ignore everything I just said. King is up into second now. CJ now putting the pressure on King. CJ with a huge run, not gonna send it into the hairpin there. CJ with 51% ERS left, King with 22. Izzy with a 3 second. That's CJ. CJ does have a 3 second. That unfortunately might come into play, along with a lot of these guys' penalties. Although there are some gaps there, we'll see how that whole works out. Duck with penalty. Izzy and Fetz with penalties as well. Penalties for both Ferraris. I like it. Good on you, FIA. Fuck them. Ooh, CJ. Might have been track limits, I'm not sure. CJ just trying to keep close to the rear end of King, so when this DRS section comes up, he can try to take advantage. Good exit there. You can get a good braking here, and a good exit out of this hairpin. This might be an easy pass. Definitely closer than last time. Here he comes on the DRS before the DRS even starts. Easy pass. CJ back him at a second. CJ was down at 10th at one point in this race. Good run from CJ. Slammed with the 3-second now. Now let's look at these tires, because I feel like CJ's is even older than... No, so CJ and King both pit at the same time, both on 12-lap old hards. Makes sense, actually. Yeah, CJ pitted at the... Oh, looks like... Oh, no, problem for Duck. Maybe a problem for Guitar as well, because I don't remember if Izzy and Fetz were between him and Nasty. Izzy's setting the pace right now on those fresh mediums. Sitting in 6th right now. Nate on the back of Nasty. Ooh. Oh, Nate with the 3-second. That's gonna hurt as well. Alright, well, 9 laps to go. Nate making a move on Nasty. Let's look at this front pack here. D. Austin has to pit, and in fact, he's pitting right now. Where's that going to put him? I think that's going to put him down to, I think, maybe behind Nate. Still looking for a decent result there. CJ and King. Now, those two, I don't know if they're going to pit again. It's a lot of laps on those hards. D. Austin is pitting. Of course, D. Austin's pitting. What am I saying? What am I talking about? CJ and King. Sorry. Brain fart right there. I don't know if CJ and King are going to pit again. But there's still 8 laps to go. That means they're going to have to push these tires to 22 laps. I don't know. It's that seems like a long ways to go for me. So if they are pitting, it's looking good for D. Austin still. He's out ahead. He had a 10-second gap over CJ. However, CJ and King are both going to be able to put on whatever tires they want. They can extend a little bit and put on the softs at the end if they can try to hold that gap. Nate, 5 seconds behind Austin. In the 3-lap old hards, he's definitely going to be able to go to the end. Nasty probably going to have... he's in that same group. I'm iffy if they have to pit. Is he probably looking to go to the end? Those 3-lap old mediums. Is he making a move on Nasty as we speak? DRS pass, pretty straightforward. Easy does it. Fresh beer. All right. Closest battle right now, unfortunately, no one's really that close. Duck with the softs though, and he's setting the fastest lap, 36.4. Now let's take a look right now. Detail. What the fuck? Detail fastest lap. 36.4. That's 2 seconds a lap faster than CJ and King's fastest lap. That is significant. There's 7 laps left in this race. If he can hold 2 seconds a lap faster, and now those fast laps as well from CJ and King could have been when those tires were fresh. Now the cars are lighter, so they might be a little bit faster now. Don't know. But if Duck can hold 2 seconds a lap faster for these last 7 laps, that's 14 seconds gained. That's actually pretty significant. King and CJ, they put those softs on. I don't know, it's still iffy. D. Austin's only 7 seconds behind. That's going to be a huge gap to try to make up. Nate has just been falling off of D. Austin. That gap was 5 seconds. It's now... Oh, sorry, I'm on leader interval. 6 seconds. Okay, never mind. I don't think Nate's really falling off. I think Austin's extending that gap and get pushing closer towards King. Now CJ does have 3 seconds. Everyone who has penalties is 3 seconds, except for Fetz with 6 seconds. So King, if he is extended to the end, and so is CJ, he's looking to stay within that 3 seconds, but D. Austin's really pushing. This could get interesting here. 6 laps to go. Ooh, I looked a little wide there for D. Austin. Or he has put about a second that lap. Austin at least hunting down King. King is now outside of that 3 second gap from CJ. Those old hards have to be hurting at this point. Detail tires, 17 laps. Austin's just grinding down that gap. Not shaving, grinding. Theo on the back of Fetz as well. That's getting a little loose. Be a perfect opportunity for Theo here. His ERS, he has a little bit of ERS left. And he makes that position. Easy done. Awesome. 1.2, not quite in DRS range of King right now. Awesome looking King clean. 5/10 behind. Three laps to go. He needs to get past King, and he needs to get into that 3-second gap from CJ. The DRS. Oh! Not entirely sure what happened there. Looks like maybe King broke a little bit late. Try to battle DeAustin a little bit more. DeAustin maybe moving over to the side, pushing King off. I'm not entirely sure. But DeAustin taking that position. Up into second. And 3.8 seconds away from CJ. CJ has a 3-second penalty. 3 laps to go this time by. Austin has to be seeing it by now. He's seeing the win in his hands. Or the win just, you know, a reach away. He has to go out and take it. He needs to put the pace down. He needs to use these fresher hards. CJ's his tires have to be cooking by now. That gap hasn't changed. It was 3.7, now it's 3.5. Austin being able to find a little bit of time in that section right there. The rest of the lap, CJ was able to hold Austin off pace-wise. Holy fuck, this is gonna be close. Three seconds right there. 2 laps to go. Austin 3.2 at this point. Seconds behind CJ. Again, CJ with a 3-second penalty. So, essentially 2/10 off. CJ just needs to find a little bit more time and hold it to take this win. He doesn't need to pass CJ. He just needs to get into that 3-second window. CJ doing an incredible race though. I gotta say. I think commentator's driver of the day, I think has to go to CJ, man. He had a rough start, a bit of contact, fell back down to 10th, and eventually found himself back out in the lead of the race, controlling the pace up until DeAustin was now in that gap and looking to maybe take this win. But CJ, definitely, I like that determination. I like it. And so I think I'm going to have to give commentator's driver of the day over to CJ. Austin able to find that time now, 2.2. All he has to do is hold this right now and not get a penalty. Who has the fastest lap right now? Duck. Okay, so I think if this stays the same, I think CJ was 11 points off. Sorry, Austin was 11 points off. I think King is still gonna have the championship. Austin is 12 points off. Alright, so winner gets... Oh! I don't know how else to describe that. As Austin, you know, not expecting CJ to be so slow through that section. Austin is going to come around to win this thing. Austin winning it. CJ in second, holding second. Alright, well, no harm, no foul. Austin was going to take that position. I think if CJ lost position, I don't know. There could be some argument for a penalty there, but... Okay, well... Austin finishes in first, CJ in second, King in third, Nate in fourth, Izzy in fifth, Theo in sixth. Still great run for Theo. Nasty in seventh, Guitar in eighth, Fets in ninth, Duck 10th, Mike probably gonna finish 11th, and Slammed in 12th. Wow, okay. Honestly, pretty good race. I had fun watching that. You know, good win for Austin. He pushed through, committed to his strategy, was able to cut through the traffic better than Nate, who was on the same strategy. King, you know, I think had the pace at least early on. And it could have been the strategy that hurt him. I don't know, but Austin out on top. In terms of that contact right there, well, that was, I think it was just down to Austin not expecting CJ to be so slow through that sector. CJ ultimately not hurt about the finishing position. But yeah. Wow. Interesting ending there. And yeah, I think driver or commentator's driver of the day is going to go to CJ. He honestly had a very decent race. Not too great of qualifying, and fell down even further after a bit of contact. Fell down to 10th. Found himself back up leading for a good portion of this race, and lost essentially just on penalties. And yeah, good solid race there from CJ. I think King still will hold the championship, because Mud Duck 09 took the fastest lap. Great job from him. He was the only driver that put on the softs at the end. able to put that lap down. Man, good for him. And he finished in 10th, so he got that he got that point as well. So 2 points for Duck. Let's see if anyone wants to hop in here. Oh wait, I'm not even in. Alright, you know what? Just gonna end the stream there. Thank you anyone who was watching live, and anyone who watches after. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. And yeah, I enjoy doing this. Hope to keep doing it. See you guys next week.